Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, prepare your ear holes for the best wrestling podcast in the world. It's time for the Hard-Hitting Wrestling Show.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Hard-Hitting Wrestling Show. I'm Ovi Muniz. Earlier today I had a great conversation with Hollywood Hec Luv. We were talking about the reaction of NXT Takeover, what's probably going to happen this Wednesday, to include what's going on WWE Raw and SmackDown. Will Bianca, Rhea, and Charlotte have a triple threat match for WrestleMania? What's the deal with Raquel Gonzalez debuting NXT? Is the Undisputed Era really over for NXT? And what's going on with Johnny Gargano? How did he end up mixing everything up in NXT Championship match? We also talk about John Cena, Goldberg, and Hulk Hogan, and everything that's going to be in play for the road to WrestleMania. Yesterday I was entertained, man.
Oh, God.
And, hey, it started off right, like Saturday, I was watching the XFL. Then it was kind of a little boring, but the thing is, it's week 2, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, people are trying to adjust.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, I have to give it to him. But I missed that last game because I only caught the first hour. And then I changed it to NXT. I was like, nah, I gotta see this show because this is an all-star lineup. You know what I mean? So here I am, getting ready. I saw the kickoff show. I can't stand Sam Roberts. I think that dude, I don't know. I feel like just going out there and slapping the shit out of him. You know, that I know it's bad because, you know, you're not supposed to judge people. You know, that's his job, you know.
Yeah.
But it's just what the shit that he says, yo. I'm like, dude, shut up, you know. But and then I like the crowd because every time Mansoor talked, everyone was like, yay. And then when Sam talked, boo.
Yeah.
It was hilarious. But, man, when I started watching NXT with Keith Lee and Djokovic, I was like, oh, my God. Like, I expected it. But it's like every time they perform, it's like they bring more out of it. And you'd be like, my jaw was dropping. And then sometimes I was like, oh, snap.
Yeah.
I can't believe. Like that one move, Djokovic jumped off the top of the ropes and he did a flip.
Yeah.
And he landed on Keith Lee. I was like, dude, come on, bro. You're like 6 foot, I don't know, 8, 9, 6'11", I don't know.
Yeah, he's big.
I mean, this dude is huge. And he could do that.
Yeah.
Or there was another maneuver Keith Lee did, like he jumped on top of his shoulders and he went backwards, like a Rey Mysterio type move. And I'm like, yo, you could do that? Like, seriously.
I can't even do that.
that you have.
For real.
All that you got. And I'm like, oh my God, this is insane.
Yeah.
And it's just like, wow, if the first match is like this, I can only imagine what could happen afterwards. I mean, you're just tuned into the next one, and everything carried over all the way till the Women's Championship. And I'm thinking, oh, this is Bianca's night. This is it. Her parents are there and everything. And I'm like, oh, no, she did not just lose like that.
Yeah.
Nah, bro. I was like, is that the finish, really? That was your finish? And I didn't think the signature move was complete, to be honest with you.
It didn't look like it. I thought she was going to kick out of it.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, here could kick out. And then she stayed there. Yeah. And I'm like, no. And I don't even know if she got hurt or what it was. Called an audible. I have no idea.
Yeah.
But,
Kill.
But watch this. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I'm going to be focused on this real quick. Charlotte Flair came out and attacked Rhea Ripley, right?
Yeah.
Then, when she was leaving, I think what she do? Did she punch her or did she shove her or something to Bianca Belair?
Yeah, it looked like she pushed her and then she did something to her, like throw her to the chair, to the steps or something like that.
Right. And then I'm thinking, this is some unfinished business here because Belair threw 8 people over the ring at the Royal Rumble.
Yep.
Then she got eliminated by Charlotte Flair. Then she is never to be, I won't say never be talked about, but she pretty much was a shadow between Ripley and Flair, right? Because Ripley went to Raw, had that little confrontation. Then it was Bianca that took initiative and hit Charlotte at NXT TV. And then both of them, Ripley and Belair, slammed Charlotte.
Yep.
Now you have what happened at NXT Takeover. And Belair's always like, yo, you forgot about me. What about me? Well, technically now that Ripley won, I still have a gut feeling that this is going to be a triple threat match. And Bianca's going to be the last woman standing to win that NXT title.
I mean, I see that. Seriously. I mean, because if they keep involving Bianca in this, she's got to win this title. You know, because if they didn't want her involved in it, they wouldn't even attack her or anything like that. So she's got to win this title.
You got these females coming up, making their debuts, like, what's her name? Raquel Gonzalez, which I had no idea who she was, right? And then now she's going to pretty much be with Dakota Kai. Which is interesting because Tegan Knox went on social media and she's wanting her now. She wants to challenge Raquel. So that's going to be pretty interesting. But there's so many moving pieces coming along that I think that maybe Bianca Belair will stay at NXT and maybe Rhea Ripley may move over to Raw and join Charlotte Flair. And then they'll continue their beef.
That's possible.
But
because when I started looking up Raquel, man, I seen a lot of pictures of her and Ripley together. Rhea.
Right.
I was like, okay, so they know each other. You know what I'm saying? So I wonder if they're going to wind up crossing paths. Or they,
it could be. Or, like I said, I mean, this could happen to where, you know, this is the part where they're going to rearrange everything. And then that also goes to the Undisputed Era. Little by little. Now, I should have known better because even though I picked Ciampa to win, Ciampa would have won. And it wasn't because of that damn referee that got knocked out. You know, I could have won. But I thought it was going to be a clean sweep. But I think they're saving the best for last for Ciampa. Or maybe not even Ciampa, because now Ciampa loses. I don't know what the hell happened to Gargano, how he got involved, because he lost the match with Finn Balor.
Yeah. And it was like a humiliating pin, too.
Right. So I'm thinking, if this is the case, if we're getting a Ciampa and Gargano match, then Finn Balor don't need Gargano no more.
Yeah.
He don't need Ciampa no more. He's already beaten all these top NXT superstars.
Yeah.
The only person left is Adam Cole. And that should be the match for Tampa Bay the day before WrestleMania.
And who's to say if Finn Balor does get that title shot, win that belt, then between Ciampa and Gargano, there might be a triple threat match for that title.
Yeah, that could be. Or we might have a fatal four-way.
Yeah.
Because you cannot leave one of them out. I'm sorry, you can't do that. These guys are top of their game.
Yeah.
You know, I just don't see any one of them not be in the spot of a main event.
But it has to be a crazy match, man. Not something just. I mean, they got to put some kind of stipulation or something if they were to do that, you know, to make it more interesting to watch. Because
I will be disappointed. I will be disappointed if Finn Balor and what's his name, Keith Lee, go at it, because I don't think that fits.
Yeah,
I don't think that's logical.
Yeah, I thought for a minute that Gargano was going to join the Undisputed Era.
And we don't even know.
I know.
That's the thing. We don't even know, man.
Because if that was going to be a twist right there, then who's to say that Balor and Ciampa wind up having to join forces? The enemy of my enemy is my friend. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's only if that was a scenario that was to happen. Because, I mean, none of them ever got their issues right now, losing the tag titles, and they don't have the other title. You know?
Right.
So, yeah.
But watch this. Check this out. So Finn Balor beat he started with Cassius Ohno, right? Beat him. He beat him 3 times in a row. Then he ended up beating Matt Riddle. He beat Ciampa already.
Yeah.
Then on the triple threat match, he beat Keith Lee and Ciampa.
Yeah.
So I don't think he should even touch Keith Lee unless, they have a match and then Finn Balor takes the belt, stays at NXT, and then all of a sudden Keith Lee comes to Raw or SmackDown. That could be a possibility, but I doubt it. I really do. And like I said, I don't know, but it's pretty hard because of the fact that NXT has its own brand and they're not considered as the AAA team of baseball. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
But Finn Balor, so far, minus one match that he lost, because he did lose to Adam Cole only because Gargano interfered.
Exactly.
Because Balor could have been a champion. So what not to say, and it fits. Adam Cole, Finn Balor for the NXT Championship.
Yeah. And then of course, you got the Undisputed Era on one side. You got Gargano on one side. They might try to intervene. Ciampa might intervene to stop all that from happening and allow Finn Balor to win the belt. And then, it could say, hey, look, I help you win this title. I want another shot at it. Gargano's going to have something to say about it, and the Undisputed Era. I think the Undisputed Era, they're coming. They're starting to fade. I think slowly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think what's best is the Undisputed Era, all four of them go to Raw, and they're going to stir things up at Raw. I really do. They're going to take over like the Shield, pretty much, but more of a Generation DX type of deal, because I can see that.
Yeah, because, you get the OC there, you know what I'm saying? They're seasoned veterans, you know what I'm saying? And just somebody young like that to come in and attack, and that'd be okay. I don't see nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, look, I had a prediction that AJ Styles and Seth Rollins will be the main event of WrestleMania. It doesn't look like that's going to happen, but if you bring in the Undisputed Era, right, especially after WrestleMania, have the OCs and the Undisputed Era go at it again, because they do have some unfinished business. That's why I say they'll go over there. Now, how's that going to fit along with AOP, Seth Rollins, all that stuff? That's just going to be a debacle, I'm telling you.
That's a lot of factions going on in one brand.
And that's a must-see TV,
That's like having the NWO, the DX, and all these other factions running around together, Jesus.
And maybe that will elevate the tag team division too, because as of late, we haven't even heard of any of the tag teams from Raw or SmackDown.
Yeah.
Of course, that's a different topic for another day, but it's pretty convenient how everything played out. And man, dude, this has got to be the best pay-per-view or best NXT takeover Portland than any other takeovers. It's got to be.
Yeah, man. I agree. It was on point.
Literally, when I'm like, very rarely I get a reaction, or I do get a reaction and it's inside like, wow, that's good. But when I'm already like out of my seat, and then I'm like, especially later on down the road, my kid's already in bed, and then I'm screaming, and then wife is like, hey, calm down. I'm like, oh, my bad. This show's that good.
Yeah, we need
anyhow.
Hey, this is great excitement because with the storylines on SmackDown, and it's kind of getting boring, and then Raw's only got one angle going on right now with the AOP and Messiah. It's like, come on, man, we need something going on here, Because of course I know you've seen all the speculations of could it be Goldberg versus Roman Reigns? How John Cena is going to play into this whole scenario now. He's coming back in a couple of weeks.
So let's talk about that, because there's people been commenting on my post. SCW, the Wrestling Channel Update, right?
SCW.
And he used one of my questions, and the question was Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan's been trying to come back to wrestling, right? He wants one more match. Long time ago, he said he would love to wrestle John Cena, right?
All right.
John Cena's coming back in a couple of weeks, and I got a gut feeling they're doing that because the situation that happened last time in Saudi Arabia, some of the superstars didn't make it back on time.
Yeah.
So why not continue to get more ratings with John Cena, because ratings will go up.
Yeah.
That's a guarantee. You know, either him or The Rock. It doesn't matter. It's going to go up. People are predicting him versus Elias, but then Hogan's out there wanting a match. He always wanted to wrestle John Cena. You know, I don't know. I don't think it's legit for him to match with Elias, John Cena.
No.
And I don't think Hogan should even come back. I mean,
I don't think Hogan needs to come back. I don't even agree with Goldberg even having with this one match, this itch that he's talking about. I mean, I seen a picture of him holding the blue title. I'm like,
right.
Okay. I'm like, all right, dude, but hold on here. The Fiend is the WWE champion. He's not the Universal champion. So why even put that picture of him holding the blue belt? You know, because Goldberg has that. I mean, Brock has that belt.
No. You got that wrong. The
sorry.
Fiend is the Universal champion. He changed the color to blue.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I don't see Cena coming back and them allowing him to create his own storyline to where he wins that Universal title and become quote unquote 17-time world champion. Because in my eyes, the Universal title is not really a world heavyweight title. You know?
No.
So if anything, he needs to go after Brock Lesnar, but that storyline is over with. Brock has decimated John Cena.
Hold on. Not really. I mean, yeah, he whipped his ass and everything else, but John Cena has beaten Brock Lesnar before.
He has, but how
But
has
I don't think it's
anybody
going to
been-
happen at WrestleMania. It's going to be a one match because he's promoting the movie Fast and the Furious.
Yeah.
That's going to be commercial 24/7 on that, right? But SummerSlam is in Boston this year in August.
Yeah.
That is the time where John Cena could be the 17-time champ, because SummerSlam was the event that he lost the belt to Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. I mean,
see
so
what I'm
it would only be fitting if he did that on Raw, but if he's coming back to SmackDown, he's not going to get that chance. But I don't know, man.
But then I don't understand how he going to face Elias if Elias is now the babyface.
Yeah, Elias got his own storyline going with Sami Zayn and all that. So leave that alone. That's just needs to see.
Or could it be somebody else for John Cena? Now, I think Dave Metzler from the Wrestling Observer Radio is saying that, it's confirmed there's going to be Cena and Elias for WrestleMania. You know, I can't believe most of these guys that say what they say because they wanted that attention, you know?
What if they
I'm trying to make it more logical.
What if they're just throwing Hulk Hogan as the monkey wrench and it could be Goldberg and John Cena? I mean,
oh man, I never saw it that way.
If Goldberg has his itch, okay, and he doesn't seem to find a way of beating the Fiend, leaving Roman Reigns to still go after the Fiend for that title, which I think will make more sense than anything at WrestleMania. Goldberg is still going to want to fight, and then that could leave John Cena. They're both going to be on SmackDown, and Hulk Hogan could just be the monkey wrench that everybody's just talking about but has nothing to do with this, because who's to say the Fiend goes after Hulk Hogan? He did have a picture of him.
Well, they had a confrontation on the last SmackDown.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, so
right. And
he
did say, "I'll see you in Tampa."
Yeah. So it could be why it could throw us all that Hulk Hogan's going after the Fiend for that title, and then he loses. And the Fiend
he may not even make it to the ring. He'll just get decimated before WrestleMania.
Yeah, because the Fiend is that they're giving the Fiend the opportunity to take down a bunch of legends, Hall of Famers.
Oh, watch this. You know, the Hall of Fame ceremony is supposed to be, you know, people break their character, and for the ceremony was not to say that the Fiend doesn't break character and takes Hulk Hogan out.
Yeah. You know,
Right?
I think
I don't know.
because we've seen Hulk Hogan past his prime taking on people like The Rock. You know, we never seen him fight Stone Cold, but we've seen him get super kicked by Shawn Michaels. We've seen him get rock bottom by The Rock. You know, it's like, what is Hulkamania still doing? And Goldberg, what are they both doing? I have no idea. But if they're going to continue on with this legacy, they're going to have to get buried by somebody, and no better than The Fiend. The Fiend is going to probably bury Goldberg, and Hulk Hogan is, I don't know, he's just going to get put out. He's going to get the mandible claw somehow too. You know, to end.
So it's gonna take the Fiend to eliminate everybody. Is what you're saying?
I think so. I mean, if these are,
then why not? Then why not have the Fiend versus the Undertaker at WrestleMania? Why have the Undertaker face AJ Styles? And that's what a lot of people are saying. I mean, that doesn't make sense.
Because at least the Undertaker could win that match against an AJ Styles. He can't win a match against.
We don't need Undertaker to win any more matches. We don't need AJ Styles to lose to I won't say no, but Undertaker's a legend. I got it. But it's AJ Styles time.
I don't think Undertaker needs to be in the ring, period. Okay? I mean, physically, he is just a broken man. Okay? And one wrong move by AJ Styles, he's going to hurt him physically.
Or he might hurt himself.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't get what McMahon is thinking, allowing these Hall of Famers to come back to have this one more itch. I mean, I love Edge, but he don't need to be in this ring anymore. Randy Orton has already cemented his legacy as the Legend Killer. Okay, what is he doing? Just adding to the resume of legends? You know, because now that's the Fiend's job. If anything, I would like to see the Fiend take out Randy Orton and put him out of his misery. You know, because Randy Orton is now the top tier legend of the WWE who's still wrestling. You know?
Right. Mm-hmm.
So if anything, you want a legend killer versus a legend killer, the Fiend versus Randy Orton. The Viper, you know, he had battles with Bray Wyatt, and he saw how he struggled with that. Now let's see if the Fiend can finish off what Bray Wyatt started against Randy Orton and put him out. I mean, because I'm sorry, I don't see Goldberg winning this match, and I don't see how they will even match up Hulk Hogan with him. But you cannot discredit Roman Reigns. He's supposed to be the face of the business. He needs that shot and win that title. If anything, he will beat the Fiend. I don't know, but again, all this is all screwy. Yeah, we got so many different things, so many scenarios that we could throw out here. Hell, put them all in the Hell in a Cell match, the Elimination Chamber. Check. Put Goldberg, Hogan, Roman Reigns. Put them all in there together. John Cena. Hell, Roman Reigns already beat Cena once. You know, so
yeah.
Just let them all fight it out.
I don't know.
I'm
curious. Anything can happen. Anything can happen on Friday, which is February 28th, which with the 28th. He's gonna show up at SmackDown, Friday Night SmackDown. So we'll see what kind of announcement John Cena. And sometimes, man, I wish they will leave John Cena alone. Why not surprise everyone? Why announce it ahead of time? Oh, guess what? John Cena's coming to SmackDown. What happened? Why couldn't you treat Cena like you treated Edge? What was a big surprise? You know.
Yeah.
Having everyone believe that he's in North Carolina, but all of a sudden, you know, he's showing up at the stadium, all in disguise and everything. And then all of a sudden, boom, there he goes. You play the music, and there he is. You know, not everybody knew he was in the building, which is pretty awesome. But they need to do that for John Cena.
If the Fiend beats Goldberg on Thursday, he will interrupt John Cena on Friday.
Okay.
Because you know,
if he interrupts John Cena, then are we gonna then see Cena versus the Fiend?
Then Roman Reigns is gonna have something to say with that after he finishes Baron Corbin in this cage match.
Because there you go. Watch this though. Because it's already been announced in Philadelphia about the Elimination Chamber, and John Cena's not part of it.
Right.
That's pretty interesting. To be honest with you.
Honestly, I mean, if he beats Goldberg, he's going to interrupt John Cena, and then that's going to leave.
Or watch this. If he does enter the Elimination Chamber, you can cancel out this Robert Roode being in there, because right now they have Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman, Daniel Bryan, Shinsuke Nakamura, Baron Corbin, and Robert Roode. I can understand Roman Reigns. I can understand Daniel Bryan. I can understand King Corbin.
Yep.
What I don't understand is Robert Roode, who hasn't won a match in a long time. You have Shinsuke that was a dog and pony show wearing the damn Intercontinental Championship. He lost to Braun Strowman. Focus on the Intercontinental Championship and make it prestige again, right? Because that's what something that the Miz been doing during his career, right? Then you put in a John Cena. Put in Goldberg in there to see if they want to continue wrestling. Shit, pull Hulk Hogan in there. He'll probably be the first one eliminated.
Yeah, they might knock Hogan out. Or he might be the last one standing with John Cena. Or Roman Reigns. You know? I mean, he can sure use a Superman punch. Hogan, you can sure use a Superman punch. You know what I'm saying? An attitude adjustment. I mean, if this is Goldberg's and Hogan's way of trying to boost up these already up-and-coming, you know, faces of the business, I don't know. It's just kind of confusing. But
I know a lot of people are saying that for I know we're skipping around a lot of stuff, but a lot of people want to see John Cena break Ric Flair's record. I think Cena does deserve that. I mean, throughout his career, he was the face of WWE. He's done more than what Ric Flair had to offer. Ric Flair was the man that was a heel. And besides, Ric Flair was not a 16-time world champion in WWE. Let's get that straight. Yeah. They combined all of it from WCW till now and combining everything together. The real champion, the real top-notch guy is John Cena.
Yeah.
Now, Triple H is behind him, and then you have Randy Orton.
Yep.
You know, I think was it Triple H 14-time champ, and Randy Orton's a 13-time champ. Yep. So,
but see,
now those are close numbers.
But the only thing that John Cena has over Triple H and Randy Orton is that has John Cena held that quote-unquote WCW World Heavyweight title? I don't think John Cena's never held that quote-unquote WCW World Heavyweight title that McMahon brought to the business, has he?
No.
So that right there tells you that John Cena is the true, legit World Heavyweight Champion, because you talking about Triple H and Randy Orton, 14 and 13-time World Champion, but they are counting that World Heavyweight title that they got from WCW that they brought into the WWE. So we had 2 World Heavyweight titles.
But Randy Orton wasn't in WCW, was he?
No, but when McMahon disbanded the WCW, he brought that title with him. So we had
right.
And the World Heavyweight title. So if you won that World Heavyweight title, you were still considered a World Heavyweight champion. So if you look at John Cena is the true WWE World Heavyweight Champion because he only held that World Heavyweight title. He never held the ECW title, the WCW title, or any other kind of world title from any other organization, but the WWE. Triple H had that big World Heavyweight title. Randy Orton had it. Mark Henry had it. You know what I'm saying? So they were still considered WWE or world champions in the WWE organization. But John Cena, to me, is the true one because he never had that. Even Undertaker had that WCW title.
Yeah. Yep.
So
totally agree with you there.
So in actuality, John Cena is the true WWE World Heavyweight Champion of all time. Even if somehow they allow Triple H or Randy Orton to pass him up, it's still not going to be legit because they had to have another World Heavyweight title to add to that collection. Not
I'm
John.
just surprised. I really am surprised of the legends coming back. And it's always expected, you know, WrestleMania, you know, they're coming back here and there. I for once, you know, they shouldn't. And I'm thankful that it never happened at the Royal Rumble. All right. I mean, you had MVP. He's still in shape. I got it. And besides, that was his hometown. You know what I mean? Yeah. Then you got Edge, but that's 2. But Edge still got it, man. He still got it. You know, and the thing about Edge, and I'm going to defend him on this, is because he left with an injury. He didn't retire at his own will. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So I understand why he's coming back. You know, but you got like Hogan. He already did his time. Right?
Yeah.
Who else? Goldberg. You did his time. But now here's another thing about Goldberg. That dude's still a beast. And then a lot of people want to talk about what happened last year in Saudi Arabia, you know, and I think we had the discussion about how hot that thing was. It was over 100 degrees at the time that they were wrestling and everything. So, yeah, I kind of understand why he looked sloppy, and so did The Undertaker. But he managed to come back and have one more match, and he did a pretty damn good job. So, but remember this. Goldberg has never lost a match. He is undefeated when he calls people out. When he says you're next, I mean, unless what? You think that streak is going to end? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean, we can't use the rematch of what happened with him and Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania because
no.
You know, that was already a given. You know, and that's another thing. It's too predictable when it comes to situations like that.
Did he not call out Kevin Nash when he lost to Kevin Nash that he was next?
I don't know. Forgot about that one.
Because I mean, but besides Kevin Nash, I mean, you're right. Everybody else he's called out. He's jackhammered and put him out. Spear, you know, right? So, but I think this is the time where you pass the torch. You know, honestly, how much more can you go? How many more leg drops are we going to see from Hulkamania? You know, I mean, it was great while it lasted. You know what I'm saying? Right. It was great while it lasted, and are you trying to show the young generation what used to be? Because, I mean, I know what it was. I used to get tired of seeing Hulk Hogan win all these damn matches. Waking up on a Saturday, watching Saturday morning wrestling, and this nigga could not seem to lose a match. Now getting tired of it. But it was for a reason. You're
going to see that now with Becky Lynch. I feel Becky Lynch is the new Hulk Hogan.
Yeah?
I really do. She's going to be getting defeated constantly, you know, on the off the ring type deal, like what happened last Monday night. She got bitten by a vampire, you know, and now I see that the story is going to end with Becky Lynch remaining WWE champion at WrestleMania. I really do.
Yeah, I mean, the business needs that, and I understood that I understand that now. But when I was younger, I didn't understand that McMahon needed that face. They needed Hulk Hogan to be that face, and then the torch was passed when he lost his clean match to the Ultimate Warrior, because Hogan never lost a clean match ever since he won that title. You know what I'm saying? When he lost it to Andre the Giant, it was a fluke because his shoulder was up. But the referee still counted 3. Okay, so Andre the Giant became champion. Granted, that's another story for another day that Andre the Giant should have been world heavyweight champion a long time ago. But that's neither there. But
it's
Hogan,
like Jay said, it's like most of the time the big dudes like Andre the Giant, like all these guys, they get bypassed. Or if you're too small, you're not gonna win it. If you're too huge, you're not gonna win it. So it's like where do you draw the line? Who becomes champion? You know what I mean? Like I never understood that. So talking about champions, we have Brock Lesnar defending his title against Ricochet. I still think that should have never happened. But then you have I think so too. But
I think they're just trying to get Brock Lesnar in the limelight to fight to defend that title, and it has to be against somebody. No. I don't know.
Yeah, but Drew McIntyre is the guy that he's finally due, and I hope they don't do him wrong. But he's finally due. He paid his dues.
If they do him wrong at WrestleMania, I'm just gonna choke slam somebody.
You better watch that shit alone.
I'm serious. Now, usually I hang out with Manuel and his family, so I don't know.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, even if they're going to take it from McIntyre and give it back to Brock, at least McIntyre just need to hit him with that Claymore and beat him at least that one time to say yes. Because you're right. He was the chosen one for their whole minute by McMahon. Mm-hmm. He was the chosen one, right?
Yeah, he was.
Then he disappeared and then come back, recreated as a Scottish psychopath, which I love that role. Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, it's interesting. But I think the big thing is with Goldberg and Hulk Hogan, how they're going to play in all this. you know. Mm-hmm. But I think The Fiend, I mean, if they're going to run with this character, this demon, they got to make it run like they did The Undertaker. The Undertaker was feared, and he was relentless. I mean, he was unstoppable, and that's what The Fiend needs to be. Because Bray Wyatt, when he was with the Wyatt family, he did good and everything, but this is just elevating him to the next level. And this is what we need. We got a big man in Braun Strowman. We need a monster like The Fiend. We've always had that. We had the Andre the Giants against the Big John Studd. We had the Undertakers against the Giant Gonzalez. You know, so we need something like this. You know, I don't think Braun Strowman's going to be a big man by himself for long. There's going to be somebody else who's going to step in and take the Big Show.
That's why. Look, that's why you're going to have Keith Lee. Yeah. Right. I think he's going to be a perfect on Raw. To be honest with you. We got Dominic Dijakovic.
Yeah.
Right? I think if you move them in Raw, then you got a better competition. You definitely Brock Lesnar is definitely going to have his yeah, I know. Instead I keep trying to pronounce these other names, man.
I know it. I hear you, man. These days.
Yeah. But hey, I'm going to tell you what, man, the future stars of WWE, the faces, and I'm a big fan of Keith Lee, man. But the other guy that I want to see is Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle is making a lot of noise, and Triple H downplayed everybody because, look, if Matt Riddle was this annoying type of person, he will not be in the WWE. The person that got a reality check was Leo Rush, and he had a rude awakening, and he received a second chance, and this guy now is chasing for the second, trying to be a two-time Cruiserweight champion.
Yeah.
Okay? So I'm not going to believe anybody else what they say about Matt Riddle having issues with Braun Strowman, with Brock Lesnar or everything else. But I tell you what, man, Matt Riddle's the real deal. A former UFC fighter and everything else. This guy's a real deal. He's now a tag team champion with Pete Dunne. But I would like to see him, Dijakovic, and Lee just step up and just take over Raw, man. I mean, I know I'm dissing SmackDown, but I mean, either anywhere where they go, I think they could dominate and be the face for WWE.
No, I agree, and I'm going to add one to it. I can see Riddle as the United States champion on Raw.
Bro,
because I mean, last night I was figuring out that riddle of how much fish can Bobby Fish fish if Bobby Fish can fish. I was trying to figure that out last night, but I was still with the owl and the lollipop. Because how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll? So I mean,
there you go.
I was still confused last night. I was counting fish: 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish. I was reading my Dr. Seuss book last night.
Oh,
so
there you go.
Riddle got me all messed up over here. I was singing along, man. It was at the bottom of the screen with the ball bouncing. How many fish can Bobby Fish fish? And Bobby Fish can fish. Shit.
You sure you said all the fishes?
I don't know. Blue fish, red fish. Dr. Seuss got that book, man. 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish.
Oh, man, you're out of control.
It was just fishy last night. That's all. It was just a little fishy last night. Shit. But yeah, Riddle is a bad dude, man. What if he was to go up against Brock Lesnar? Shit.
It'll be amazing. Hey, why not have an elimination chamber with all the big boys?
You think that ring is going to be strong enough to hold all them?
You ever seen elimination just fall apart?
Then we might.
It's always a first.
Bring back the Big Show for one more time, right?
Yeah.
Gonna put him in there. Braun Strowman, Keith Lee, Djokovic or Yankovic or whatever is Yank my bitch, whatever you want to call him. Shit. I mean, damn, whatever his name is.
Alrighty then. We'll talk more about this later, man. I appreciate it.
Bring Mark Henry back. So you're gonna put the big man in this elimination chamber. We need Mark Henry.
That's a good one. I'm gonna post that on the blog, man.
Mark Henry versus Keith Lee. Shit. Why not?
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to the Hard Hittin' Wrestling Show. Go ahead and visit HHWShow.com for the latest updates, blogs, news of everything from the WWE and also the XFL. I'm Ovid Muniz. Thank you for listening. Take care, everyone.